Jesus declares himself as the bread of life, promising that whoever comes to him will never be hungry, and whoever believes in him will never be thirsty.
Buddy, did you see my keys
The
on my
hunger
phone?
for grace and
Don't tell me you
forgiveness
misplaced
that
them again.
exists in these difficult
Yeah.
places. If you wish there was something that you could do, Jesus said, "Go and make disciples of all nations." Now, many people around the world are suffering without the hope that comes from new life in Christ. As followers of Christ, our hearts break for those who are living in pain and darkness. And we simply cannot turn our backs on people who will not receive the gospel message unless someone goes into these hard places to share it. For over 35 years, the Great Commission Media Ministries has been able to help God's people proclaim the gospel in the most difficult to reach areas. By harnessing the power of media through the megacity and satellite programs of the Great Commission Media Ministries, it is now possible for you and me to reach millions of people who previously would not or could not receive the good news of Jesus. The megacity program reaches a vast majority of cities and regions that do not have a Christian heritage. And their populations often include individuals and families from unreached people groups who have come from remote areas where it's even more difficult to share the gospel. As a result, these cities are teeming with people who have never encountered the good news of Jesus in a way they understand. Romans 10:14 tells us, "But how can they call on him to save them unless they believe in him? And how can they believe in him if they have never heard about him? And how can they hear about him unless someone tells them?" The Great Commission Media Ministries satellite program supports 18 satellite channels that broadcast over 1,000 Christian television programs annually across the Arabic and Islamic regions. These programs reach a potential viewing audience of 300 million families. Where local authorities lack the ability to block satellite transmissions, the content is presented in the native language of the region and can be accessed on viewers' electronic devices. You can imagine the impact of the gospel in the lives of people in this region as we increase the number of programs that we're able to broadcast. Despite the challenges, we've seen God moving in these communities and people are responding to the gospel. Over 200,000 responses come in each month from the satellite programs. So you can see the hunger for grace and forgiveness that exists in these difficult places. If you wish there was something that you could do, there is. A donation of as little as $35 can do a lot to increase the kingdom. That's the power of the gospel through media. More than 1.3 billion people are still waiting to hear the message of the gospel in this part of the world. The Great Commission Media Ministries media strategies are able to reach people who live in fear, yet are desperate for the hope and promise of new life in Jesus. And together with leading edge technologies such as satellite television, broadcast, and digital and print media to share the life-changing power of the gospel, we are now able to reach the unreached. Thanks to the power of media, even a small gift multiplies to have a huge impact in the lives of thousands of men, women, and children, reaching those who are hardest to reach. And the Great Commission Media Ministries is also working in partnership with local congregations that are mobilized to engage in life-changing conversations about Christ and follow up with each person who gives their life to Jesus Christ. The Great Commission Media Ministries has successfully run over 100 mega-city media campaigns in 46 different countries on 4 continents. Currently, there are 450 cities that are unreached by our mega-city media campaign. With your generous support, we can respond to share the gospel with the people of these cities. Fear is a constant reality for individuals and families when war breaks out. The conflict has devastating consequences for their lives, their livelihoods, and the future of their countries. The need is urgent. People facing loss, death, and despair desperately need Christ's hope and his followers' caring support to meet their physical needs. Matthew 25:35 through 40. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me. In Romans 10:15, we read, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring the good news. Every $1 spent in the satellite program is a gospel conversation with a live agent. $35 triggers 35 live conversations to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. For a gift of $35 to the Mega City program, you can reach 500 of the hardest to reach people on the globe with the gospel. Your gift of $35 will provide those suffering from war with both the kind of bread that lasts a week and the kind of bread that will last forever.
Go to gcmm.ca to donate. That's gcmm.ca. Thank you, and God bless.